Cheetos, pickle. I wouldn't feel so alone. Sunflower seeds, I can do it. Are they gonna beat your ass?
You got a 2-day trial before I take back my time to make you pay. 30-day trial before I make my mind and it's a waste. Trials and tribulations. Child. Kissing in Paris, I guess.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I am LeondraNicole. If you're new here, please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're not new here, welcome back, babes. How are we liking the series for the girls in her 20-somethings? How are we liking that? I actually have another part of the series that I'm gonna be doing pretty soon. That's just a little introduction. Every day that I come on my platform, I'm hoping and praying that I am teaching and reaching the people that this message needs to reach. Someone's pretty thirsty. And so by the title, you guys can already see that this video is gonna be about the things that I wish I knew when I was a teenager. Starting out strong, we're gonna talk about finances, especially as an adult going over into her 30s pretty soon. Finances, baby, it gets real in the field, okay? And the first thing that I wish I knew was to get that credit card, okay? Get that credit card. A lot of people like to say, you're too young, you're too irresponsible to get a credit card at this age. Who cares? When you're a teenager, that is a time that you make mistakes, okay? That is a time where you do your mistakes, you learn from them, and you do irresponsible things. That is the time when you do that, okay? When you're 16 or you're 17, you're getting a credit card, by the time that you're 20, 21, maybe even 22, that stuff is gonna drop off of your credit, and it's gonna be like it never existed. So who cares? And by the time you're 21, 22, you're still a freaking child, okay? Your frontal lobe has not quite developed, okay? So it's fine, I'm telling you, it's fine. Get the credit card. Man, if I was 16 or 17 and had a credit card limit at $1,000, I'm not gonna lie, I would do something pretty irresponsible. I'd probably go shopping first. But definitely make sure you take care of your responsibilities, okay? And that brings me to my second thing that I wish I knew when I was a teenager, which is prioritizing my license, prioritizing a passport, and prioritizing a bank account. In the 10th grade, I did get a bank account at a credit union, and it was a checking and savings, secure savings account, which I still have to this day. I recommend credit unions. They're very good bank accounts to have. But it's super important as a teenager to make sure you secure a license, make sure you secure a passport, and make sure you secure your bank account. I don't have a passport. The main reason I don't have a passport right now is because my mom passed away, as we all know, and she had my original birth certificate, and I do not know where it's at, and I am too lazy to consume with work, to consume with my everyday routine, to get my butt up and go downtown and get my original birth certificate. That is literally the only thing that is holding me back for taking these trips and a few more other miscellaneous things that is in the mix of why I haven't taken a little excursion. However, something that I wish I would have done was prioritize that when I was a teenager, because I could be outside right now. Like, I could be booking trips and be outside if I would have just gotten my original birth certificate from my mom and prioritized me getting a passport when I was a teenager. My license, I didn't officially get my license until I was like 25 years old. Once I really got a career that required me to have a valid driver's license in good standing, that is when I got serious and went to the DMV and got my freaking license, okay? You should already have done that by the time you're 17 or 18 years old. That's just something, that's just teenage 101, okay? A lot of the kids these days, they definitely are on their ish. I would give it to this generation. You guys are definitely ahead of the game, and all I can say is that the power of social media. Because if social media was this advanced when I was coming up, I'll be the next Kim Kardashian, but in black version. The third thing that I wish I knew when I was a teenager was going to the dentist as a teenager is so important. It is so important to make sure you're up on your dental, your health, and all of that good stuff. But I cannot stress dental importance or dental hygiene so much, like OMFG. Fixing 2 cavities at 16, 17, damn, even 18 is so much easier and so much cheaper when you only have 2 cavities versus when you're 30 and you have 5 to 7 cavities, and now it's gonna cost you about $30,000 to fix your teeth. That's not necessarily my issue. However, I'm not too far from that. That's me just being honest and being real. Like, you might as well go get veneers at this point. But when you take care of your health when you're younger, when you take care of your smile and dental work when you're younger, it's so much cheaper, so much easier. And when you're grown, you don't have those issues, okay? A lot of kids in this generation that I see, you gotta stay with braces. And I love that for y'all. Get y'all teeth together, get y'all hygiene together, and stay up on it so that when you're my age and older, baby, you walk around here with your real 32 pearly white teeth. The fourth thing I wish I knew as a teenager was to watch what I ate. OMFG. I had a terrible relationship with food. I'm getting better as I get older, but hot fries, hot Cheetos, sunflower seeds, pickles, hot sausage, frozen cups, anything spicy, I ate it. And my pants were always tight, all up on my stomach. And now I have GERD. If you do not know what GERD is gastroesophagus reflux disease. And it's basically just acid reflux on major steroids, okay? Like, if you enjoy not having heartburn, if you enjoy not throwing up in the middle of the night, and if you enjoy wearing whatever you want, whenever you want, I suggest you watch what you eat, okay? A lot of people in my generation, just for reference, I'm 28, but a lot of people in my generation have stomach issues. And I believe that comes from us eating all of these spicy foods, all these red foods with red dyes and all these dyes and stuff, all these overly processed foods. And now as we're getting older, we're still trying to eat like we were young or like we're young, and we can't do that. Like back in like our parents or our grandparents' generation, a lot of them have high blood pressure and cholesterol and diabetes because they ate ham hocks and shit like that back in their days. We don't really eat stuff like that, but that's why they have all of that stuff. They have stuff that was high in sodium and super greasy and just very fatty and not good for you. And here we are with stomach issues in our 20s. And I'm not gonna lie to you, something I did not believe that I wholeheartedly believe now: you do not bounce back how you used to. So while you still got your fine figure and you be in the gym, by the time you hit like 26, you go to the gym, you're not gonna snap back how you think you're gonna snap back. Okay, it's gonna take you dedication and months of hard work to see results. I took that for granted so much because I'm like, oh my gosh, I never had a waist. Oh my God, my stomach has always been flat. I could eat whatever I want and my stomach's always gonna be flat. And granted, I do still have a nice shape, but baby, it has not been an easy road snapping back to that girl I used to be, okay? The waist, I used to say, what's the waist? And now I say, that is a waist. That's the waist right there. The fifth thing that I wish I knew when I was a teenager, and like it's something that I be kicking myself in the butt for, it is investing in picking up a hobby. If only my parents would have put me in like cheerleading or had me in swimming classes or basketball or something. Now, I was an athletic kid. When I say that, I meant like I didn't mind going outside. I had skates, I had a bike, I was outside on a bike all the time. However, as an adult, I don't know how to swim. I don't know how to do a split. I can't do a cartwheel. I can't do all of the things that kids knew how to do when we were younger. I don't know how to do it. I am still very spontaneous. I'm adventurous. There's like almost nothing that you can dare me to do and I won't do it reasonably. Those are things that I wish I knew, because here I am at almost 30 years old, and every time I get drunk, I'm like, pop my leg so I can do a split. And I'm scared that someone's gonna throw me in 6 feet and I'm gonna have a panic attack and drown. However, your girl does know how to do her own makeup and I do know how to do my own hair. So if you wanna call that a hobby, then clap that, baby, because I can do it. But I also think that picking up a hobby or a trade when you're younger definitely shapes you as an adult, because you have something to fall back on if anything else fails, or if the times get hard. It's always good to go back to your roots. The last thing that I wish I knew I was a teenager was that saying no is completely okay. Like, what are they gonna do? Are they gonna beat your ass? Maybe. But will you die? No. That goes with your parents, your siblings, your friends, your family members, your teachers. It doesn't matter. If it's making you uncomfortable, it's okay to say no. If you're not gonna benefit from a situation, it's okay to say no. I cannot tell you how many times I've seen people, or even myself, have been in uncomfortable situations or situations that was just not beneficial or smart for me to do. all because I just did not say no. I was never a follower, and still to this day, I really commend myself on never being the actual follower. Anything that I wanted to do in life is because I wanted to. If you're afraid that your friend is gonna judge you, if you say no, then that's not your friend. If you're afraid that your mom or your dad is gonna be mad at you, that you say no, it's okay. They'll get over it. You're their child. They love you. It is absolutely okay to say no. It saves you from trauma when you get older. It's okay that you don't want to go out with that guy because he's pressuring you, or your friend is pressuring you, or you don't want to do things that that guy is pressuring you to do, or your homegirl. It's okay, boo. It is a-okay, all right? If that man say you're not a ride or die, if you say no, then I guess I'm not a ride or die, boo. A man that loves you was never gonna tell you to ride, and he damn sure ain't gonna tell you to die. So yeah, I'm gonna sprinkle past that one. It is okay to say no, and I promise you, you're gonna be so proud of yourself once you do say no. Last but not least, this is my honorable mention, and this goes like kind of self-explanatory. Spending more time with your family. That is something that I wish I did. Like, I knew, I've heard it all my life, but it is something that I wish I did a lot more, because, not to make this deep, but I feel like maybe if I spent more time with my family, I wouldn't feel so alone now as an adult. And I don't feel like super alone, but I don't have any family member that I'm particularly close to. So at times I do feel alone, like I don't really necessarily have anyone, but I know that I'm loved. I know that people care about me, and I do appreciate the village that I have made for myself, which is my friends. They're like family members to me. I just say that you should definitely spend more time with your family. If your family is having a cookout, it's okay 1 year to take a break because you're just overstimulated and you can't do it this year, but don't make it a habit. Definitely show your face, definitely call your people, definitely engage and be more family oriented, because you're gonna need your family throughout your lifetime. And I don't say that, like, I don't think or feel like me not being close to my family is my fault, because I feel like they can reach out as well. People can reach out to me as well. They can take that, you know, make that effort as well. But while you're a teenager and nobody's really judging you or blaming things on you, definitely spend more time with your people. That is all I have for you love bugs today. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope that this video was helpful, entertaining, or all of the above. If you have not already, like, comment, or subscribe. I don't know what you're doing, but baby, pause it and make sure you do so, as well as follow me on Snapchat and follow me on TikTok. Oh, and Instagram as well. I'll be on there sometimes too. But thank you guys so much for watching. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, later babes. Ciao.
Always, yeah. Try to tribulation. Ciao, ciao.